Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Fargo, Season 1, Episode 3, A Muddy Road on the Muddy Road. A Muddy Road. I was right the first time. So yeah, this has been a really, really promising start to the season. Thank you so much, Albert, for suggesting I watch this show because I would never have got around to it if you hadn't, and I'm loving it so much. I am honestly baffled to think where it's going to go next. You know, like I said at the end of my last reaction, I have a few rough ideas of like plot points that are going to be followed up on. Obviously they're going to be investigating what happened, and except Les is going to be trying to get away with it, the hitman's going to be hitmanning, but like the actual show could go anywhere. I guess it's currently heading down a muddy road, so yeah, I'm very excited to watch. Well, let's go. Oh, is that why he's frightened? Because I would also be very frightened. Oh. Oh my god, he's just doing it in the open. No one is going to try and help. Oh, this is what happened, isn't it? This is the guy from the beginning. Because just a few days ago, she had her mentor she loved. He wanted her to be the next chief.
Like I said.
That is who killed the chief.
Who are you?
Yep. Good question.
You got bronzer on your blackmail wallet. You couldn't find a smaller room for us to talk in? What? You ready for the comment?
Oh dear.
You're an idiot. Good news, I'm taking over.
Taking over what?
The blackmail.
Is that what he was supposed to do with his job? So he stole Lester's car. There's lots of pieces of this trail, lots of evidence, lots of crumbs. Would you really go and talk to him in the bathroom?
You pulled over a stolen car and let the guy go with a warning.
Well, no, see,
He didn't have the in-car, like,
you know, listed
stuff we have nowadays.
So
He just got a big promotion after only working there a year.
Oh my god, is he gonna kill his brother next? He's just living in this house now, with the bloodstains and everything.
think so, yeah.
He's so not doing a good job at this.
House, you know?
They're wolves.
You helped raise him that way.
When do I get my money? Should get back out there. Yeah.
I wore this necklace today because it looked a little odd when she had on it, but
You're
smaller.
not bad. You ever been to a strip club?
Weird question to ask someone.
No.
Well, that your sons are running around with their crossbows.
No, I mean...
Do not give him a lap dance right now, because your sons are outside the window. Is he gonna shoot through the glass? Oh my god! Such motherly concern. That's so creepy, but yeah, they're looking out for criminal people and he's a suspicious person.
It's already dog-eat-dog, friend. Not sure what worse a bunch of zombies could do.
Sage life advice.
That's your uniform then.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. A uniform?
So you live in St. Paul then?
Yeah, moved
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
right after high school. Nothing ever happens in Bemidji, you know.
Apart from the murders.
And Ted got the job?
Don't hurt the dog. He's a good dog. Washti's a good dog.
Kingy the king!
He's just being so slow.
Where's my little monster?
He's so calm with what he does. No, now I don't like the hitman anymore. I feel like he's doing something gross and I do not want to look. They're on to you now.
No, sorry, I'm Sam Hess.
I knew him, yes.
Hi.
Great timing, Molly. His new best friend.
So I got to thinking, what would happen to him then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's a good way to get to spend time with him. Ooh. Did you do that on purpose so he'd look at it?
Oh.
It's so obvious that you saw the picture and now you don't want to help her. Yep.
He raised his price.
$1 million? He killed my damn dog and now he wants $1 million? I want the damn dog killer found.
He's looking right at you.
I'd like to...
He had no way of knowing the guy was anything less than a speeding driver. I mean, every vibe could have told him, but...
Probably better to do it in person, don't you think?
And then he'll run into Molly, he'll have the picture, and he'll see that was the guy.
Kidnapping the naked fella.
Kidnapped him naked?
No, dressed. Phil McCormick.
As you can see in the picture.
I just happened to let him see the photo, and you should have seen his face.
He was very bad
Lester knows
at covering it
all
up.
right, and
And then what do you do the next day even?
yeah, but I mean, what if he is involved? You know,
Because
I
she
mean,
is
think
just
about it.
following a
No.
lead. If you didn't know otherwise, you'd think the chief was covering for Lester intentionally.
I need to speak with someone about Lester Nygaard.
Hey,
What are we gonna do about this case? We're gonna
think
solve
so,
her,
right?
son.
Yeah.
told me his car was in the shop. So
Oh,
Yeah, he should have said it was stolen, shouldn't he? Lester is so bad at covering this up.
I checked the plate, but at the time.
Was it him? I like these two working together. They're actually two cops that
Holy
want to
cow.
do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really dangerous looking fella, and he had these really
Yeah.
scary eyes. And
Yeah.
it just,
Dad, see what you remember? Maybe a clue drops out.
I'm sure he'd love to do that in front of his daughter.
she seemed nice, huh?
I think remember.
better make it a double.
Me too.
Yeah, okay.
So, you got a boyfriend then?
Are they hinting that this is going to become a thing? Because they both seem nice, and I'd like them both to have a happy ending. Your brother's a murderer. I would not have your guns in his access. He took it!
Which one makes the biggest hole?
Oh my god. But that's one way to vent your frustrations. Might be the nicest brotherly bonding they've done.
Sand.
Oh my god. He's so happy and proud of himself. God, just sowing chaos is his dream. Okay, so yeah, I still really am enjoying this show. Like, it's genuinely, you just have to kind of like settle down and just know you are watching Fargo, and your normal morals are out the window and just weirdness is abounding. So far the second episodes hadn't been quite as weird as the first, but I don't know whether that's because I'm attuned to it now, but I'm really rooting for, at the end of all this, Molly and maybe Grimley, whose name I don't know, solving the case, or at least Molly solving the case, especially because she's, you know, so invested in it, and it was her mentor, and it's kind of changed the track of her life as well, because she was going to be police chief after him when he retired. Solving the case, but I also don't know if that's going to happen. I think our hitman will have to be sloppy, or just decide to turn himself in, or maybe it depends, because if his mission was to blackmail the guy that hired them, then he's fine. But if it wasn't, then maybe he's going to get in trouble with his bosses, and then that's going to trigger him, I don't know, turning them in or something. I mean, there's a lot going on in this show, let's face it, but I'd still like, I think it's really fun because like the whole hitman plot right now, like with the blackmailing and the supermarket king, what is going on there? What is its relevance or anything other than the fact that it's the hitman? And I like little things like the advert for the supermarket was on TV when Lester and his brother were having dinner. But yeah, like I can't remember if that might have been in the last episode actually, but like the way he's messing with him, I mean, killing the dog is unforgivable and makes me very sad because I loved the hitman, and now I must disown him. I had a hitman for a son and now I have disowned him. But I'm joking, like I don't actually particularly like anyone other than I like Molly and her dad, and I like the daughter and the dad. Like, yeah, I like maybe them. But killing the dog was awful, but then putting blood, pig's blood or whatever, in the shower. And he just looks so happy. Like, I think being hired for a job or deciding to take his job or finding out the blackmailer and trying to get something out of it, maybe that's what he's doing. He's going to technically still find the blackmailer but get some money for himself. But he just enjoys causing sowing chaos wherever he goes, and I'm still confused as to whether like that was his sole intention with Lester, or whether he genuinely was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to teach this man how to be a man like me. But he's so weird, and like he is so scary, and I think it's good in a way now that it's good and scary that Molly has this evidence that she can track down, because he's very scary, and so tracking him down, it's not like you should be tracking him down because he'll kill everyone. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the hitman just running around, sowing chaos, causing deaths. Then we saw again the widow and the awful sons, and this time we got shot in the butt. Like, those boys. if they inherit any money, they are gonna waste it all and be penniless within days. But yeah, the mum again, like, just trying to entice him into bed, I suppose. That's gonna get her money soon. And obviously, I guess when there's a murder investigation, they can't give the payout from the insurance quickly, because if it turns out the wife killed him for the insurance money, you don't want to do that, so she's got to wait. I wonder if Lester's getting any insurance. I imagine they both had life insurance, given that he worked as an insurance salesman. So I wonder if he could gain ultimately from it, and if he sells that house, he could get a nicer house. They're free to get rid of all of their soppy. If you like those things, then you're great, but I don't. So yeah, like, so yeah. I feel like I should say so yeah. I can't say it the way they do though. Like, oh, just Lester is so bad at this. And okay, yeah, like, if you throw an average person into becoming a murderer, they are going to be bad at it. But, you know, it's not like he's a seasoned criminal. But if you see that, he probably should have been like, oh wait, that is the guy I was talking to at the hospital. You know, he was telling me about how he hates bullies from high school, and I was like, oh, you should have met mine, Sam Hess. Maybe he killed him. Like, I don't know, like, maybe that would have been the best way. Once you'd if you like react without thinking, and you're like, she knows I reacted. But his sudden, like, going from being so eager that he might get a sale of life insurance to being like, yeah, I can't help you buy, like, take this, I'll call me later. Was so obvious. Everything about him was obvious. If he knows his car was stolen, potentially by the hitman, you say the car was stolen. But obviously he doesn't necessarily want them to find the hitman, because if he finds him, then he might say, oh yeah, Lester killed his wife. Like, it is kind of, he can't get him found. But, you know, he should have been like, oh, my car was stolen, rather than my car's in the shop to a police officer. And he didn't get his medication, so his hand's going mad. I mean, I could see this show ending with Lester just murdering everyone. You know, the town of wherever they live, just everyone's dead. But yeah, like, Lester is not coping very well. I mean, he's definitely losing the plot. I think to an extent, all of us are capable of bad things. You have to be driven to that extent. But I think once you snap, it is so much easier to keep doing bad things. And I mean, if you watch How to Get Away with Murder, you try and do more and more to cover up the initial bad thing you did. But I think with Lester, you can really see that, like, he has got a taste of being the big dog on top, and he wants to do that again. I mean, he took the taser, so I feel like that is quite useful for him, that if those guys come around and start asking him questions again and they're looking a bit scary, he can try and tase them both. I don't know. But, you know, he's like learning how to shoot guns properly. Like, Lester, I'm scared of him a little bit. His giant puffy orange coat. He's just such a bad criminal. But no, I'm really, really enjoying this show. Like, those two guys are so scary as well, going around trying to find information, and like, where is it going to go? So much. There are so many random threads, and okay, I know that there are 7 episodes left, so there is a lot of time for things to happen. But I'm just like, what is happening? How is it happening? But I'm really enjoying this show. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this at some point in the future, this was posted in June on Patreon as an unedited reaction. I'm really, really enjoying this show. I genuinely don't quite know what to expect yet. I kind of expect people to get murdered every other second, so when they don't get murdered, I'm like, I don't understand. There wasn't a murder. But it was really good, and, you know, it's got the feel of one of those shows that had one of those, like, explosive first episode where so much happened, there was murder galore, and then, like, now the pieces are just going like tick, 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 ready to go poof, again, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this show. I don't even know if my review is very coherent, because this show is so weird that I'm like, where is my brain? But yeah, I'm loving it. Thank you so much for watching.